I usually say this to people. I'm in a committed relationship, but they don't believe in marriage. My question to them is it? Can we say somebody get a committed student maragana registration?
No.
It
doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. So it feels to me like that. I'm in a committed relationship, but marriage is overrated. You are like a student who says, "Nah, I'm so much." How do we then test the quality of what you know? I was shocked. With where I am, married. So the question is, in your marriage, when last did you have what a day? Even intimacy and everything else, when last did we invest in what a day? What a moment, what a session. People will understand the vows are the promise. There's a promise in a vow, there is no vow in a promise. A vow takes into consideration both extremes. That is why for richer, for poorer. Yeah. I need time to heal. The question that I will ask is, what exactly are you going to be doing in time in order for you to be able to secure that healing? What exactly? Would you have this time to sit by yourself?
Yeah.
Yes. To sit by yourself and then entertain your own thoughts. Ask yourself questions and answer them yourself.
Monani Dumelang, welcome to Bond and Blend podcast with Mma Letsoalo. Kina host Alina, I said it with Mma Letsoalo, kina host Alina, Mma Letsoalo. This is a show that presents both challenges and joys of blended family lives. Guys, blended family is meant to be nice. I love it, and I wouldn't trade blended family for anything. If you know me, you know blended family. If no one's you know blended family. All right, it has been a minute. It has been some time. Ditaba tja gore khotla tja gore pressa tja gore opotsa gore where do we need to heal tja gore opotsa gore ke nako jale ya go bona di psychology di therapy and address these issues, right? Mamutla ke na le none but the other o re ga thoma re engwe ya gore nyaka ashi. If you don't know what I'm talking about, wait and see. David, welcome.
No, thank you so much for the invite.
I am so happy finally.
Hey. Yes. Like we tried a number of times. So that's why I get it. Yes, yesterday when I was reaching out.
Yeah. For the very first time, we let a guest in reach out, or we still on tomorrow.
Oh my goodness. No, I think you can tell out. No. This one was giving a reminder and all this. That's why even when I told you, I said, but I'm going.
Yeah. Tafita, thank you for the time. No, man, and I so because nako e botlhokwa good.
Yes.
Nako as small as someone respond back to your WhatsApp, what more go tla wa emisha everything wa tla wa dula mo wa educator nna and our people. Ke go appreciate.
No. I'm
Oskala tla go ba ba. Every David tla tla re bless.
No, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Gale something guys, David go TikTok.
Yes.
Young TikTok le tlo mo khumana le di podcast tse dintsi gore line up ya gage serious. Nne ke mona bina. Manyalong ana wem asika go opela e le gore voice ngani what song speaks to you?
The song who sing that song Nkulu Tando Lako. Like I think everywhere I go, it's my go-to song. So I think everywhere where I had a speaking engagement, when I'm given an opportunity, like that's the song I go to.
Because voice you did mention
exactly.
Lyrics fela ka guys voice sela ke kwela tsere mai ke ka rega guitar what
and every time you see me singing, what's what I've done everything in my power to get a singer contingency player.
Is it not a sign that maybe you must be one of those blessed? Maybe
today, not today.
No,
today nah,
okay.
Not today.
Yes.
No, mar kitlo invite kitlo ge something that today guy did that.
And my
wonderful.
David, take me back. Where are you from?
ke tswa ke le ko Moletši ke belegetswe Moletši ga Makibelo somewhere ke Polokwane apena this thing eta ke tswa Limpopo Polokwane Moletši ga Makibelo.
Yes, e gana ka mokgwa o beile ka order ke Limpopo Polokwane ga Mashashane Diana.
Thank you. Yes, I was born right there, but ke goletše the few years ge ke sena ke belegwa ke goletše ga Molepo ga Thaba ke be ke dula le rakgadi yaka ke boetše Moletši ga Makibelo ge ko thoma e be e sa le A e setšwe ba di-grade ke dirile A yaka le B ke gona mo ke movetšeng kwa. And then I have been married for almost 10 years. I'm a full-time husband. I always introduce myself like that.
I love that.
Yes, because it's a full-time responsibility and it's a full-time joy. So I'm in real estate, but now with this responsibility now that we carry, it requires a bit of more time. So and by God's grace now we are going to be having offices go Denville. We've just secured a place and everything else will be put out there so that we are able to do our counselings and
Ooh, you taking that route?
Yes.
Yeah, guys, this is a person to look into.
Yeah.
Really?
So now, we have been doing it on a small scale.
Oh.
Maybe eventually, but now I think we have come to a point here where okay, this is a responsibility. Are scheduling that according to you go to the DM. Yeah, so now an office space comes in very handy because one of talking about conventional, but prefer one. But we have a problem online. Yes.
I can regularly grocery online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Na di tamati tša internet le tša ke nyaka but everything will be made. Announcements will be made as soon as refage. I've started operating from that office. I'm just setting up a few things and ke no nyaka go 1 2 3 and then
ke go ratela gore at this point now that you're mentioning all this thing o alawa modimo go berekisha.
Amen.
Nako ngwe we are so much in denial. Wa kwa there's this idea ka mothogong ya gago. Why daft teacher and a moment o dula ra this is time. It's when you're taking the acceptance or jale modimo ke a dumela gore o mperekisha. And ra leboga o dumela gore modimo go berekisha go berekisha tša rena. Remetsi papa. Remetsi. Sure, you did mention or you are full-time husband.
Yes.
What do you love about being husband? King into loring we rata kudu ka go ba husband.
There is a sense of belonging.
Yeah.
With the work that we do, when a lot of criticism, people believe they could say it better, do it better. Womunyani to be saying what you are saying. But now marriage has, amongst other things, brought a sense, not just a sense, the reality of acceptance.
Yeah.
Go na le motho o mongwe wa ile o mpona at my worst, o mpona ke le normal, a mpone as David Michael, o mpona ke le a human being. And brilliant as she is, beautiful as she is, unkamogela kore a re wa ka ko. And then sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, then ka ke choose ge ke le so. And so I think the greatest joy, and this is the reason why Mma Letsoalo, I usually say this to people, ge motho a re I'm in a committed relationship, but they don't believe in marriage. My question to them is it can we say somebody get a committed student maragana registration?
No. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. So it feels to me like that. I'm in a committed relationship, but marriage is overrated. You are like a student who says, nah, I'm so much. How do we then test the quality of what you know? So that I think more than anything else, the sense of and the joy of belonging. It's.
Would you recommend marriage?
Recommend. I would fund it. Forget recommendation. I will fund it. Yes. There are people who come for counseling and everything else, and I'll tell them forget about the big wedding. Let's get your pastor. If but traditional, let's get you ar thabisheng ba gonyana le di what re le nyalanch re ya home affairs lenyalo lenyalane like that's how far.
Lenyalo has nothing to do with wedding.
No. Somebody the merchants have found a way to this to make profit out of it. So something this sacred, mafelelo njwanong re now focus get this and then the main thing is shala.
A re sa gona focus go yona ka rena ke nyaka gaunela gore ke nyaka le pala monwana go gadima ya gore kore my focus is shiftile on the main
thing. Yes, so we prepare for weddings and ignore our marriages. That's it's quite sad.
David, ke go through your social media.
Yes,
ana ke a go kwa gore David hola wa marriage love na.
Yes.
why did you feel, why, how, like the need? There's a need for you to come out and speak and address such topic because
yes, generally I think it's an open secret I get sure rena ba mmala kudu bile banna but for now re tla itšea ka the two where we don't believe in therapy are banna nka se no dula ka botša motho taba tšaka and because of that go na le manyalo a mangwe a le goreng re a lositše go na le di-divorce tse dingwe they were not necessary but just a simple misunderstanding and o nagana gore kore lefase go fedile only to realize gore no man it's quite common unto men because a se tšho re lekwe ka meleko ye le gore batho ba bangwe a se ba fete through yona the only challenge gore wena you just don't know gore na ke mang wa fetileng through this so because of also the love and how much I believe in marriage and what I have seen because go bolela nnete setšhaba se sengwe le se sengwe se se nyakang go gola beyond before re fitla go technology and the first, second, third, fifth, 10th revolution if the family structure is solid le ge re ka teacher the best of society the best of technology we are going to self-destruct yes we're going to self-destruct and that's why re dira everything in our power to be recognized because re try go fodisha di pain tše dingwe tša nna ke gotše ke sa recognize ka gae so o makala motho reng why is this person so extreme ka tšhelete they are so extreme because bothoko bo tšwa ko gae why is this person flaunting ka gae why ka gae so because of that I ka fetša ke rile no man o mongwe o tshwantse gore a no ba the sacrificial lamb a bolele and of course I mean you are in the same industry gore e na le mathata a yona ba bangwe ba tata ba go botša ke na le batho ba bagolo ba batang ba re o monyane ko tsebang ba bangwe bile ba go foulela wena msha o ipotša gore okay ke mang and you're thinking gore ba bolela ka something you boletseng ka live so but in a nutshell gore ke fetše ke dia that can tell her I believe so much in marriage ke bone manyalo a mangwe a thubegileng gore le lebele sa tshwanela go thubega and ba no shorta motho and because now re batho ba batho people find us relatable namile ge o bolela ka yona ba bangwe ba rena re thomile nna ke anonymous mara bjale ke diang ge go le so and then ka morago o kwa motho la botša re yo gape ke dia nthoela namile a wa re kwane dilo tsa mabotse so I think this is what where it comes from.
You just mentioned a powerful say mola. Ke gopola pastor wa rena a mpotša a re most marriages can need the way you saying di fedile prematurely. Di fedile senako and simply because gantši ge re bolela o khumane motho a ngaletša re hai nna ke a palelwa ke dile ntho nngwe le nngwe ke e kgona but you have never invited someone who can take you further e re go bolela o re ke dile everything in my powers as o di tša di power tša someone else in my powers ke baletšwe it's time to invite somebody and I'm glad gore ebile o ipusha ka leleme la borena one number two o motho a monna and rena basadi ke nana rena le advantage ya go bolela and ya go ya to reach out that's why gantši maybe le podcast nyengwe le ba re banna ba tlhokofala ka pela maybe ke taba ja ra ba bolele you just get it rena ra phela ka re jale ke tle botša makhelwane ke tle tsamaya ka botša mamoruti kerekeng that's part of therapy and stuff I'm glad you came out as a man and I really hope gore banna ba borena ba ba lebeletšeng they'll reach out. But follow pela to get that information.
Yes, and I think it's quite interesting to realize. Go bolela nnete ne re a tshwana. E di gore o mongwe ke mosadi o mongwe ke monna. Mara bolela nnete. Because ga usually ona le batho ba loreng I am personally mentoring. Bona le bangwe ba loreng ba tle ba re no David nna a kenya go botša maka ngwana bomma. Bothata mo ka mo lenyalo le ke nna. Go bolela monna re lenyalo le la ka le senya ke nna self. And you realize in my circle of friends, no one is holding me accountable. Because you know that thing. So, but when and when we engage with such individuals, it also to some of the blind spots as an individual, and then it also prepares you for the next man or a young man who comes and says, then how do I go about this?
Yeah.
Yes.
David o ska fela matla o rapele modimo go fe matla o mmerekele mo opedi o letse ba re ke le shedila o opela ba tseba batho ba ka go share morena mpe matla ke go sebeletse ene go mana ba betha ka di prompita ka mo re binang ka ona ke a bona ra re ikwišiše re theleditše prompita mara bo se bola ba dithutu mara go ne powerful thing ka mola ya gore modimo a mfe matla ke mmerekele a ke diele motho re ka di otla re go loma re go fosha ka dinoga di phela ha o diele rena favor mara o berekela wa leng go dimodimo o ska fela matla papa guys today we will be talking on perspective. Perspective ke pono a gona right or wrong answer. Don't come for us le ska tla re fosha ka dinoga tšela ke bolelang ka tšo
ditšhibana tša modimo
re ditšhibana tša modimo. So it's perspective re kwa dipono from different angle. Re kwa dipono ka e ka taba shiona tla be re tackle le Mr. David ya gore what happens in a blended family ge gona le ngwana wa dilweng out of infidelity. Repeat. Ngwana wa dilweng ka ntle ke molekane wa gago. Outside your marriage. And wena we mosadi go ba we monna doesn't matter, it comes both ways. We mosadi go ba we monna wa re na lenyalo la ka nka se tlhale. Ge le gore ngwana nyalo la nana gana we mosadi. Ge le gore ngwana nyalo la nana gana gore monno ke tla motlogela ka re mo file ngwana. Nka se tlhale mara ngwana gage ka makenya go mmona. Ngwana gage leina la gage ka mo a kenya go mmona. So the question is motho o move forward jwang? Very sensitive. Ba bantši tlo re gotla and ge o gotla it's a sign that you need to address it. It's not a sign gore o tsene into the comment section o tlhapelele because this topic it's meant to go to someone. If it's not you, please respect it and allow the right person to receive it. David, pono ga go ke ile ka di khumana molaetša motho a re monna ka o diile ngwana ka ntle ga diile ngwana ka ntle Mma Letsoalo ke a blender na le nna ka rakanega gore sesi wa blender o di jwa ka tla ka ya ka pono mara ke nyaka re boledišana. What's your take?
I think the best way for us to be able to answer this question we have to also consider the presiding conditions go tlile jwang taba ya the infidelity gore go se tshepagale ga monno ba ga mosadi go tswa kae ge re kreile that perspective or really understand that this is where it comes from. Then eventually we are dealing with the aftermath. These are the consequences, the results. There's something that I said somewhere, and then received, divided the house. Stability, se re thusha gore re kgone go aga. Ge re le stable, re a aga. But adventure helps us to live. Adventure. But to thagong ya bona, that's why summary we evolve on a daily basis. But now in that evolution change o change mara aduchi godimo something. There is a foundation change and without it that is why one of the greatest mishaps in our generation usually a global village mapedi a sa nyaka go ba mapedi matsonga o ka ra sa nyaka go ba matsonga re nyaka go create ntongwe ya go accommodate all of us. While it seems noble mara in its sustainable because ngwana bo mma wa N1 ke motho le boswa so ge o nyala wa bona that gore ge o nyala le ge a evolve ya la thoma go ja dipizza mara skara mess up le the foundation ya gore ke motho wa boswa o nyaka mashoji you get what
you say and re senya mo
so ga nne ka mkarna bya le re batho ba dipizza and it's an Italian
green salad
ba di green salad
ngwana mmatswale gape David ke mo jesha di green salad a ke re tsa ke motho
yes no a rena bothata le green salad as long as re tseba gore mara green salad ye it lay as evolution from bogobe
and the foundation la tshwantse dule ye
e tshwantse re no e tlhompa re le
ka boloishe ke mamotho o ne be ka
mara motho re ya ka no ke ya ka ge ke bua ge bo tsholwa ke short tabe ke thoga ka R55 so because of that even if we are becoming a global village re tshwanetse re kwishe gore why would God allow gore go be le batho ba go tshwana le rena go be le mapedi le magoa ba sotho le diwatwa ka moka ga rena we carry a particular flavor ye le without yona le fase le be le ka se le fase ka mo gore le tsebang so we need to study it from there so because of that the identity ya motho identity or o ke tseba semelo sa motho is one of the things tse le re tshwanetse re investe mo go tsone gore le ge o ke adjusta like o tshwana le na gore ge re tloga moletse re tloga Limpopo re ta ka mo we had to make certain adjustments or re kgone go survive mo but that is the thing re tlile mo ke re na le stability that is why re kgone go ke builder the way re leng ka that's why re kgone go aga dinto go gae and all of that get the stability but ge re fetša the adventure e ke bolelang kana ke re it helps us to live ke nthwela ya gore ba bangwe ba rena ka mo manyalong a rena re sale re settle for stability so re agile but we are not living bana ba di school fees re spatala ka nako tick re you know dilo di sepela ka nako
saka bua re ka yona ka morago le bati
but gore wa lebelela there is an inherent desire ka mogare ga rena ya adventure ye le gore jwanong a e sa le gona that is why ke gona mo go botsa ke reng a re gane salad after re stable ka boswa mara bjale let us be adventurous re je le salad re je le pizza le that
di
McDonald's yes
ke gona mona le tsala re diname ga jaaka wa di bona jana jela
it helps us to live the adventure and ge thoma e sabe gona ka mo ntle ka mo ga lefase they are calling on us and why ke bolela soki ile ka kwa mosadi mo bolela ntho I was shocked I with where I am mo ke leng ke tangwana ka bophelo ke nya ke monna o mosenyele ke nya ka monna o mo married a rena wa o tseba maikarabelo and I'm like so a o nya ke monna wa ga wa tlo ba and at that moment I felt robbed but later I can understand that the lessons that are in there or I wish married men and married men would understand or the stability se o se tlishang might be the reason why infidelity was born and you won't see it because kana kwa gona wa ipotsa mara mosadi o nyaka monno o nyakang that's the thing you have brought so much stability in his life he stopped living because a was an adventure and adventure let me put it on record adventure ke bolele ka o seleka people should understand what I'm saying adventure asi okay chaff posi ke ra ga nwa le nna lena Mma Letsoalo ke go fofa go dimo ga those twin towers ja electricity ke tshwere ke thatswana ya
o boja mokoni gore bo fa o ye gwa re ma o nya go mbola ya
ba mphoshetse mara ge ke le there ge ke dutse mo la moyeng ke se ke tshware ke selo ke before there is an adrenaline release ye ngwe le gore a ke kgone go ikreya anywhere else ge ke fetsa mola ge ba mfološa mola ke tela let's do it again mara ka nako e ke be ke le kodimo ka le ba re ke nako ya gago it felt impossible that's the being adventurous gore ntwela there is security involved. The reason why I give example like that is because that rope, it has been tested over and over again. Are if it will work. We know that it will work. The capacity. So that is the adventure I'm talking about.
Something you have something to talk about as well.
Gold City. Stability se dira gore batho ba re ge ba le mola ba ke tshwarelle mo godimo ga ntwela ya but the people ba ke enjoying the most ke ba lo they let go because it is adventure ge re wa kwa le ke ntwela what a day. So the question is in your marriage when last did you have what a
adventure.
Day even intimacy and everything else when last did we invest in what a day what a moment what a session. That is adventure. And when we don't employ, and we adventure into Mma Letsoalo is because it can be applied at every level.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
know the
limits. Adventure for you and I might be go shia bana ka mo ba re tsamaye ro reka ice cream if re na le across the road re ge re bua mola re tshwarane ka matsogo that might just be the adventure that we need to kick in the spark for us to feel alive. Adventure might be to play a song. The song that might be that is the adventure that I'm talking about. So about now infidelity, it is an end product. That's why I want to draw our attention. Maybe this could be a employer this was stopper the consequences. Or stability yes, let us build. But after we have built, let us employ the strategies of adventure so that we can live.
David, as you're speaking, ke dia introspection ska for
My goodness.
mo ke le mo ke dia introspection gore sale ke dio ba ramasela gore mpe nkhiba ke ntse jale ka khiba adventure la ke itimile go sweet.
Yes. Kwa o thakana le bosalamina ba ba reng nna ke nyaka wa noa ke nyaka Letsoalo.
Ke nyaka Letsoalo la.
Ge ba ra wa David Shuke wena motshomite wa David wa go tsama ka koloi ya go dire vrpa o shetse o mona gore o tsama ana metsa ba ba kae ke nyaka Letsoalo wo ene bele Letsoalo ngwana ka gore di ena ke motho ge ba shaena ka gore ba gona go shaena
ka re ba di as you saying adventure e ya le luko so ke adventure tsa tsong ga do re wa papa mare go ra khumane ebile ke tšhatšitše di-adventure tša gona
ba rena o ya kae
I hear you nna ke a go kwa I wonder if they hear nna ke a go
yes and that's why go re botsa hey o ya kae or no I'm not going anywhere or la go sa o ya kae o sa ka Sunday or re bua ke nyaka re fete ko di shopong o bia kantse your adventure just re di kwale you will be, but people have been asking me, we had an episode where people were asking me why is it so easy really out there on vacation
yes.
Why and it's because
yes.
you have intentionally asoro a o sana di bills tša masepala asoro legit aba go phone mara you have just decided wena wa re bona for this weekend mathata ka ke tawa ke
I'm shutting everything down.
Why can't we shut that for a day? Why can't we have a specific day where you are like, you know what, Mutwak, dilo tse ka mokatjana but we are going to invest in adventure so that nalo wena re tswele pele re phela so that we can live. Lenyalo le la ka le la lago. E ska la re stability sela sa o fetša se o dia gore ge motho mongwe a re hi o go re mara hi yela. Happy ka rena le e ka rena le e
go mpontsha le dina le
sa le ke kwane. So we need to invest in that. So ke bolela le we lo reng a setse o yi
to
through what we are talking about.
Yeah.
Please don't be so focused.
Prevention is cure it's better than cure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So before re tlo ya go la wa re jwale ngwana shuku be what do I do? So ke nyakile re thome mo gore some of us
I love it.
Yeah, we are crying like this because we were focused on stability. The last thing, this is the reason why ba botsa gore banna ba re banyaka wife material and then they cheat.
Yes, they say that. Yeah.
And that's wrong. Why? Because jwale ka mosadi go na le dilo tše dingwe tšelo. That is why I always advocate for ge o sena o nyala ke reela mogatša go kwa gage.
Yeah.
Because some of these things he will not be able a ka se kgona go di employer ga geno.
Yes.
Because everybody's here. Bo malome rutile bo malome and the people should not
ba khona apara le short a ke ratswa le gona. Ke na le mengwaga ke sa apare vest ga bogadi. Nka se apare ya gore.
Yes. And
ba fisha zane no wa fisha David.
Ge re ya kwa ba re ke nto o ata motho mongwe le gore o less attractive than you. Mara that's the adventure that is missing. But we can actually go. I think in the next episode we're going to talk about other things. But for now, so that people can understand, you must invest. The stability is there. Financially, you have found your working formula. Now it is an opportunity for the two of you to live. Bible he who is full loses honey. Mara to the hungry, they will even eat the alus. Ge motho a tshwere ke tlala o ja le di alu o tla re go lebeletswa ka wana wo. Yes, tala e go dia o reng e ntshana ga ka
mo. O re lebella le seriti sa ona ke re letswalo ga mare le ro tsene ke ngwe.
O diegileng? No. It's because ola o be a tisha adventure. And that adventure ibile a se ba o dieng o no moroma ra motlele chepis. That thing are daddy o ya ke kopa ntele chepis. O mo reketse saka ka moka o na le saka ka moka plastic ka moka ka mo drawing ya go officing gore wala anya ka because why that was the adventure that they were crying for and it happens both ways. So we need to identify the causes. Sometimes the cause can tell there's so much stability and of course go na le marabed I loading. Even after you've applied this, when you are dealing with a criminal, that is why we're going to lay a place for criminals.
And
Rao test that Rao rehabilitation center, Rao correct, correctional services, deferbiederance, Rao busha. So dula kakwa correct this institution Rao keep. So yes, of course, eventually they will walk away because I have done everything humanly possible and it's not working.
Le mokile David, o rile. Bottom line, ke stability sa lenyalo la rena.
Yes.
Go atla gore re dira eng as we grow.
Exactly.
Are we taking more adventures? Mara nako ngwa se lona le baka ba bangwe ba do dia ka gore.
Yes.
Let's go to the end product. Shungwana gona ke diang kae.
Shungwana gona. there's something you were letting Mma Letsoalo war. Ge di vows and people ba tshwanetse ba understand gore di vows as the promise. There's a promise in a vow, there is no vow in a promise. A vow takes into consideration both extremes. That is why bare for richer, for poorer.
Yeah.
Which means I want to in the future. It will make me change my mind over what I am. It's an oath. So unfortunately, because we bolela go lebose go ena le di organ ka mo morago ba re that is how it's going to be. But now the first thing that we need to be re tshwanetse re bolele re be femo mo go yona gore number 1 ge ke discover gore go na le ngwana mosadi wa ka o na le ngwana ke decide go tswela pele ka lenyalo lenele la go ba le ngwana wa ka ntle e ra gore ke amogela maikarabelo ka moka a tang le sephetho se sa ka sa udula go ena le ngwana wa ka ntle. That is it. Because they discover, they find out when the other person, the focus is when I need around me, you be aware of. Now that I'm aware of that truth or you feel an opportunity to decide. Now that you know, ujwela pele or wadula, arabula ka wa sepela.
Usolvi.
Yeah. Decide one of the challenges tse di bang gona gane jwale tse e le gore di prominent re bolela ka tsona always ke bana ba go gola without their fathers. And I also want to put it on record gore somebody uta bolela something okay David emanyana o ra gore gane jwale ge ke decide go dula ke tse ya ngwana wa mosadi ola a tlo dula le papa ge ka mo. Now if ke na le bana ra re bana ba ka ba tshwantse re ba tsamaya ba o dula le papa a bona and we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Equality.
Yes. A rinya ke re e be ka re bias. So o mo ta butcha that question and it's
a relevant question.
It's a relevant question.
Sure.
Okay, wait. So ra re le na bana ba ka ke tshwantse ke ba ishe ko papa a bona. And that is why le ge we ya court people what's on thongwe ya go mpola Mma Letsoalo is batho ba bolelang ka ntse ba re bana ba matjatji ba na le di rights a ba tsebe le na ke which part of the constitution e bolelang ka di children's rights. The rights tse dingwe tse ba ke thushetsang ka tsona they are not even rights. They are not even in that bill. They are not even there. They are not even recognized. I want mo ba reng ba ska gala bana mara ba do fela na re ka se bolela bana le di rights and we need to familiarize ourselves with such
information.
Because wa fetsa wena wa ke kina matsogo o re ke di rights no. So a re bolela ka wa decide le ngore wa dula. Now you have realized that number 1 the first thing that you need to do is to identify the cause. I want to come gore ka fodishang bolwetse. Otherwise, why am I saying this? Otherwise, gona le ngwana o mongwe wa bobedi wa boraro wa bone wa tlo joina. And that is why get find out the cause. Ko gona mo tlo gona go isha roke fan ke no ba ke di utile le rabele. So, if you decide go dula le rabele, o ra re ngo yemetse tja ga le rabele. So, a re ka warring mogajaka ke ido ba phoso wa tsba ka re ile work eventing kae ke ka fatha ke tse ke di mfatlileng ka gona motho shuwe bja le ngwana o belego. So is the one le bothata in our marriage because before re fitha mo ngwaneng re lokise bothata bo boleng gona. Number 2 ntho be ke bolela kana ke reng absent fathers. Ge Letsoalo o na le ka mogo remember ba re bana ke ba monna and science has also proven gore madi a ngwana a mixane le ya mmage ge a le ka mo popelong. So that is why at the end of the day but just a fun we can sit here and then argue with the semantics ke bona ga nele ya change re ka tshele banna ba re ba ka nyalwa ba ka change di fun ya ba ramasha re go ta mo ye next week for now re mo ye conventional ye re twaetse gore now go na le tsela ye o Letsoalo a nyakang bana ba gage by loring ke an extension of his DNA into the next generation. Go na le an identity ye a nyakang gore ba gole ka yona. And we know I did spirit or as much as bothata ke tse phoso ke eng mo ke the act or ke the birth. So re tshwarelana for the act or the birth. Re tshwarelana for the act. Gore ngwana yena as a part of that mistake, to understand what like the mistake is the process through which one but now that we have passed that stage, I went outside and then got impregnated someone else. Marangwana wo ke wa Letsoalo. Yes. And vele ka Letsoalo ke nyaka gore bana ba gona le tsela ye ke nyakang gore those who bear my name ke ona le ka mokgo ke nyakang gore ba gole ka gona. And banong a gona ka mokgo nkata ka mo influencer in that direction a le go gole.
Tshwantse be gaufi le nna.
Especially if mage wa lengua. And the other thing that people need to note, even when you go to court, court ya ba no re ka re ya the biological father ba go fa ngwana. Ona le maka bangwe le dipotsa ona ba nna re le thushe. Go court a go no fita ba re ngwana o goaga ba re ya mo tšie le mo no.
It doesn't work like that.
Re tšea the interest of the child ra di bia mo tafoleng.
Yeah.
Gore na ge Letsoalo a bolela about ke nna ke offerang more stability in terms of go godisha ngwana. Ke nna ke leng more advance. And motho mo tabolela re why go godisha ngwana a se mo romela tšhelete.
It's more than that.
It's more than money. And re ba bone ba le gore ba re romela ditšhelete. Bana ba gona ge ba tswela kwa a tshwane le ba. And a gone go bona wa mona manoro mara wena le ge o le Letsoalo man. O Letsoalo wa mohuta man. Yeah, o Letsoalo wa go ba le mikhelenyana ka mogare ka motho. And because of that, le ba bangwe ba ka baki, they will never be able to fully accept or go ga bo bona because and so we have to understand jwale ge nna le wena re in a better position here ka offerang ngwano wa ka.
Yeah. For the betterment of the child.
Yes. Nna le wena re na le the resources tsa re ka mo isha to a better school. That's why ke re cancel taba gore motho a re no mo isheng sekolong a dula le lena. After ge a boa sekolong go na le a life, go na le an influence that I want to exert over this boy, over this daughter. Ye lo re go sasa I will be proud as a father. That is why ba re ngwana wa bothale o thabisha tatago wa leshimo o swabisha mmaga. Why a swabisha mmaga? Because ke a reflection of thuto ya gage. The go thaba mola ga monnola ke ge a lebeletse mosadi ya gage because bothale jo o bona gore mosadi wa ka o nkwele. Bana ba bjale ba tsamaya ka mokgo ke nna ke re ke fetša nako e ntšhile mma bona bjale ge a tlhalefa ke bona
ka bana.
Yes.
Ke bona bane.
Yeah, ge a dia bjale ke lebela mmaga gore the reason mmaga a tla swaba is because o a thoma wa bona the disappointment on the father's face or is this what you could do? Ke ona godisho e feleletse.
Jale Michael.
Yeah.
A re tsene mo David. Go bo shady na gore nna ke re ke Mma Letsoalo ka moggo ke re nna ke a dula ka mogara lenyalo le a ke re le mogatša ka ke sepele.
Yes.
A ke sepele. Mara ngwano a ke monyaki. Is it a wrong way of me doing it? Ngwano mo a ke monyaki.
Yes. It is
so ra re ke dula le mathata a gone.
Yes. That's why we have to categorically speak. Re tshwanetse go sure ge o findile out. Decision ye o tshwanetse be sober. You don't have to be emotional about it. Yes. O tshwanetse o calculate dilo tse ka moka tswana. And amongst which can tell if you decide to stay, and this is not by any way it's not a threat.
Yeah.
It's an empowerment.
Yeah.
Because ge o tlo thoma wa re no ngwana wa ke monyaki a o monyaki ka ga
a monyaki go papa.
A monyaki mo papa
go bana ba gabo ka re na le power ya gore le bana ba ka kenya ka ba batamela a ke monyaki le go bana ba gabo.
Yeah, and a monyaki mo bana ba mola nna le wena re se sure na bophelo bo risha kae go sasa and it what's us? And you've seen it even culturally. You hear about it in the history of Shaka le Mangor. One of the reasons why now they would alienate this is because never try to protect the territorial ring. They know Jabo Pelo Jago Pele aditi. So now at the end of the day, I want them to grow up about what we are brothers. Oskatayava, the Ishmaelites and the Israelites.
Yes.
They will be that one of their own has become something significant. Mara because they have no relationship. It's all about you have brothers, but there's nothing. We don't have a relationship. So he decide tauring. He adula. Dula ka fecha ka condition ya ona gore ke adula mara ngwana wa ka steka. No kama ke ka gabo. So we now have to figure out a way that works for the two of us with this new reality.
Yeah.
And that's why this is not for the faint-hearted. And that's why you've got every right and an option. I will not be able to deal with this. Because unfortunately, we can't confuse the system. And of course, going forward, now we have to bring them on this journey. At some stage, we'll need to sit them down. Explain ngwano moto ke moratho and they will have their own questions. We must be open-minded because in a way that at their age, but I understand.
Yeah.
So the decision to stay should not just be to favor you.
Yeah.
It's
to put the family together.
It's to put the family together.
Yo.
And yeah.
Michael, ba bang ba ka dore ge ba bolela ba re no, I need to heal, I need some space.
Yes.
You can't put a time frame on healing.
Yes.
Le mamtlhare re sa fola 20 years back re sa zama go fola.
Yes.
Yeah. You can't put a time frame. O mongwe o khumana rawa na for some time mpeng space ke heal.
Yes.
Ngwanola wa gola. Waiting for you to finalize.
Yes.
O distance le papa, is it okay? What's your take when it comes to this thing you're healing in this situation?
But one of the process of healing in a intention. And one of the intention, Dr. we go hospital, aba sita ba uno the round di amuti, monitor a process and progress. And sometimes se ba gona realize re ka mo go body e sepelang ka gona, re tshwantse re mo inject with some stronger medicine. O bona ba eta ba go gokella mo mpeteng. Wa iputsa ga yeah, ba go gokelela ba as much as I love you as your doctor at that level, or I care about you, maybe very care. I care for you as a patient. Mara ke tswa medicine o ke tongo injecta ka gona gore o fole. Yeah. Jwale gore ska taba ke go batla go bofella le mo mpeteng ka o thaba. And yeah, re ke fetsa ka ba ka sepela.
Ka go tlogela for some time.
I can't bear the image because ke tswa what it's going to do to you. The reason why I'm giving this is because it's all in the intention.
Yeah.
One of the things would you realize like in trailer, man, they boil down to a choice.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking.
Yeah.
Now, the more time you spend, entertain and talk for too long, it becomes your reality.
Yeah.
It's a look I ignore.
Yeah.
That's why what you focus on grows.
Yeah.
So
what you constantly feed on.
Yes. So so the reason why I'm giving this analogy is because now I need time to heal. The question that I will ask is, what exactly are you going to be doing in time in order for you to be able to secure that healing? What exactly? Would you have this time to sit by yourself?
Yeah.
Yes. To sit by yourself and then entertain your own thoughts. Ask yourself questions and answer them yourself. Because the problem is that in the process, what you are doing is that you are going to augment that entire situation. Yeah. Out of a mole.
More damage.
More damage. Apart from what you are dealing with, and you ask yourself, utopile bitterness in that time frame you're heal. So let us interrogate the intention. Are you gonna be going through therapy? Are you gonna be asking questions? Are you gonna be here? Because let us go over that space. It's an investment to an intention. And be disciplined enough to follow through with it. Because like a living body. Yeah,
that's there for some time.
Yes, I say no a bad credit decision. A lifetime wire. And that's why once I satisfy this was a mistake, it is something that could have been avoided. Avoid on this. Now we need to forge a way forward to lead this new being. Are we in a position to can offer a better life? Then we've got every right now as part of our own. Am I saying it's going to be easy? No, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It might require your fella mompeting. And I get a wafella mompet o can rapelcha once in a while or hata peluka this week. Mwana ke mwana. Go pele kwa la kana o butcha diputsheng ga kana o butcha lo rasena mare. And I would need to know biologically as wena mare.
That's a harsh truth.
Yeah, that's a harsh truth. And well the adult mo
yeah. And like you are not intentional about healing and receiving the harsh truth.
Yes.
That statement on its own is like fast.
No. Rewisha, I see you. Yeah. So as much as and in all honesty and with I know how difficult it can be. We have witnessed it in our families, or in the potential to can break the family open.
Yes.
That is why now the empowerment is it all lies in your decision. Number 2, let us also now talk about the perpetrator. Whether get the husband or get the wife. When I go to a level of remorse. This person is sorry they got caught. Most probably the relationship would be going ahead. Now, the problem is, how do I now forgive you here if I'm not even fully convinced that you are sorry?
Yeah, because also ke sa go tsene ganong ke nyaka tlo ifeleletse tabe after. Gona le ba le gore ba ke khumana in a situation ya gore ila lekega monno wa modimo. A re go se do lekega go a dira gore go be le ngwana. A gopela gore mosadi ya modimo get rid of it.
Yes.
ke na le mosadi ke na le family ga ne se ka kua ga la ke nyakela ngwana modimo a rabile dithapelo tša gago
Yes.
that too applies
Yes.
to le gore situation e jwang what was the cause
Yeah, what was the and like you're saying well motho sho ke nna ke botse ka you like this I would not be able to go through with it. And then when I decide or no, you are keeping the child. It was your choice.
It was your choice.
Let's hold people accountable for their actions. I agree it was your choice. Then why today in your So now I might go back to my wife because I am a faithful person.
Yeah.
And I get a faithful faithful.
But why are faithful?
Yes. Faithful it's not that I did not do it. It's that even after I've done it, the faithfulness in me causes me to go back and say, there's something I need to tell you.
That's part of faithful.
That's part of being faithful.
Ooh.
Yeah. But and because some of us, but I've noticed a change in your behavior.
Yeah.
And also intuition, the sense. Something is not right. Sons of Adam. a blank check. But please,
come
is
clean.
There something you need to tell me? Whenever I won't do that. Okay. I'll find her out by herself. I'll find her out in fact, this is what you wanted. So there's a room for negotiation and diplomacy because you were given an opportunity. So what I'm saying in essence is, once for those who have decided to stay, the decision now also takes into account or now we are and the question that we now need to answer is what then is our plan? Well, under normal circumstances, we are and now if we are in a position of offerable why don't we deny another opportunity because of the sins of the father?
Yeah.
Or the sins of the mother.
Yeah.
Somebody that well ge mosadi a eta ka mo gae papa gore nna ke Mma Letsoalo akere bana ba ba leng ka mo motseng mo ke ba godisha in a particular influence whether they are mine by blood or not bana ba ba leng ka mo motseng mo le ga tlile le wena
there's a structure.
Yes, there's a structure le ba ba tlile le moga jaaka ke ba
in a blended family. Sure.
Yes, or akere ke ba Letsoalo bana ba or a re kwane ka re le ge re ya kwa le re discuss di khomo re boletse ra re wa ke tlile le tsona
namane ke
ja Letsoalo jwale ke nyaka ba godisha in that way so le ge o tlile le yena namile era and I think we might as well just attach this to say namile ka lebaka la re it also include tsotsiela ya go kwa le ya ntwe o ra re bjanong there is a discussion that has to go on between all of us or api bjale wena le mistake wa lena o ka se nthubele motse a ke re o diile ntwe ntse ba re ke Mma Letsoalo bjale warra wena o tlo jela molatong pele because now a go to ba le tseno ya maotwana a gago moke o ntsenya because the other thing that we sometimes do not talk about is that now wola o tlo nyaka go to tšea ngwano a tota mo tlela le di Air Max nna ka moke ke ba rekela dieta tša di-Tafis
a totla le di Air Force le ding
le ntsenyetša motse. So the decision, that's why it's not something, it's something has to be sober because let the other partner, the other party will know part of the mistake.
Yeah.
Re tshwanetse re bjale re bea di-boundaries tša re understand gore rena gape we are in unit rena re family. So tseno ya gago wa rra gore tseno ya gago mma e tlo nyaka gore we limit because now if re admit gore this was a mistake then you want to understand gore ge re dia di-corrections ko sekolong di-fair ba fetša ba go right the corrections ba di right ba di mark
or are they indeed correct?
Yes, so ka kry correct after correction. So now very correct at this situation we also have to take into consideration what the interest of the child must be put forward. Unfortunately we are living in a time where culture ya se kgone go ba well documented so we don't even know how to deal with it. So that's why now the decision was to stay e be ile ya gago. Now that you have decided to stay go na le ngwana o le re bjalong o deserve bophelo jo Letsoalo a ka kgonang go mo fa yona.
And all because you said ke a dumela.
Yes.
Ke a nna. So that comes with consequences.
Yes.
A go tlo ba le some grace while you still trying to heal o dira more damage.
Yes. No, we will be considerate because this is an emotional trauma.
Sure.
Like all of a sudden my Titanic was,
singa
because ke ntwela gore ai re tswela pele now ke thoma go questiona even the memories that we have had una le picture tse dingwe ke thoma o nyaka o di delete because I'm questioning everything gore was it a lie but now as I'm coming to terms with that but now o tshwantse re bjanong in the process or okay fine sharp will be considerate to say we need to because otherwise it does not we also don't want to if you ka re bjale ke arrogant gore ke ntwela no snap out of it no
it's either wa tsena or
no but now le wena
and we're not promoting that as well
no people need to understand what now these are special circumstances because otherwise re tlo godisha another generation ya ngwana mongwe le they can't wait to grow up but ba re bontshe and ba to bontsha lena batswadi ba gene ba bontsha bana ba rena go ngwana mongwe wa batho o tlo inherit that bitterness that pain ya gore ke godishe mma or papa ngana I mean usana bangwe batswadi ba bona ba gane
to date I have a friend o le goreng Khale back in the days I the garden boy mare be kitchen girl papa re garden boy ba kopana ba forma yena and then now she does not know the other side of the family to date ke bolela ka mosadi mamta o ne bana bilo nyetswe ha tsebe e bile ha welcome and she has never felt gore she is part of that family and this can also be from a space eloring they never knew what to do so now are we in a space where we are able to receive the education as well to learn
but because we are re punisha mmale ngwana or lisitse mmara punisha ngwana nna se bisa ka se segolo keng ka ra ka kgetha it's not like big dutse mo shebe ka re mpeng family e re ke tse bana ba ba leng married so that's why the bigger interest here ko rena bjale where to from here le ngwana re di yang ka ngwana
yes
because ba mo Maletsalo rena re bolela ka gore ba dule le wena o mongwe o gana everything like literally wa bona I don't even want to hear jwang
ara ke nyako kwa lelina le o ska le bitsa ka mogaka okay muzwaga o bone skumbule ka ke muzwaga wena ka
re bolela ka muzwaga motho a banya ke selo mo go wena and imagine even just imagine giving reference to that very same episode re bolela ka mosadi wa go kiphetsa o le re o thomile bophelo ba gagwe but we gonna le ntongwe that it can never be erased family Of course, I know now. With time, we have realized there are friends who stick closer than brothers. But now, only family remains family.
Family remains family. And Lorna, those friends that sticks like brothers, it's because there's a gap in family that needs to be addressed. Like you're saying, Matomo, what is the foundation? Because if the foundation indeed, but there's no way you'll need a friend more than a brother.
No.
There's no way you will need someone outside more than someone in your own home. Inside. That's also a sign to look into it if you are experiencing that as a human being. David, and we touching this, it was uncomfortable. I think yay, this is a very sensitive topic. It's hard to touch it, it's hard to tackle it, but this is reality, it's happening. So then how do we move forward? And me and David speaking about our perspective, we're not saying we're not saying leave. No, we're just saying what are the possibilities. And indeed it can you guys can blend. I believe you can blend. If you feel or you are strong enough to carry through the family, the marriage, you can blend. That's part of blended family. You can live with that. It can also become a beautiful relationship where your children and that child that is made out of infidelity, it's part of Banabagao. Babali, a very good and a strong relationship. So it can have good outcome. And it can also have a bad outcome. Are you really out?
No.
It's unpredictable. It all depends on us. How much effort are you willing to put?
The two of us. And that's why I've even said it somewhere, Kering. And sometimes even in such situations, namile re ngwanola wa ka wa kitleng le ke bileng le ena gana ka more le gona namile ke mo tshwarela gausi ke mo protector against wena le bana bale gore ka metha wa bona gore no mara wena now you are not treating this child as the rest gore o fila o ka reng rena we are out to get the child. That's why the responsibilities that we need to be sober, the two of us, because le nna mafelong o khumana gore in my attempt ya gore ke fila gore ka ra se ngwana ga wa madi ke ntho la ke bolelang ka ona on my TikTok gore ke mo fa ditšhelete ka mo masiteng go na le certain advantages wena ge o bolela ge o ya kwa le no a ke ba motse ba ro yang no you don't have to do that because once you do that what you have done is that you have created a colony inside of our account and one day is going to show gore womar go na le a particular attention ya enjoyang yo le be re sa re try go diang
ne re sa
age when na ke le atle re dule wena bjalo o mo shieldile ka ke party ya bana ba ke ge bana ba ka mo ke ba thatswa dikoloi
ka moka ba tlhatsa
le yena o thatswa
ba khumana di-200 ska mo 5 rand ka khoneng wa senya
because what are you saying you don't believe in my capabilities to can love this man. We have passed that. Now that we are here le wena o tang le ena gona le tsene go di bolela di tlo go ngwaya o ta feel o ka renga and you also need to mature o fit at that level ya you think what everything e ke is because out of spite I'm too grown and too matured una na re dule ngwana mo I am a whole human being. There's so much that I have motso a soko agele one side there's a whole lot that goes on under this roof ye lo nyaga attention ya o re ngano tsia ntwe like ke na me ke nyoko spite ngwana no ke understand how the culprit mo ke kwena nka dula le wena tsotsi ka ta ka palla ke ngwana batho ba modimo
a o khona hali there's a how can guys I want to look at this as well from a point of Christianity.
Yes.
Go na le di situation tse dingwe we closing it off. Go na le situation engwe e re ge direga in your life e go pusha closer to God.
Yes.
If you Christian like myself and if mudimu ki mudimu wa gago like I believe also you can take it ka tsela yeo ya gore go na le situation engwe e go drive you closer to God and once you allow that situation to drive you closer to God you ended up having o khona go solve in a better way.
Yes.
Yeah. O khona bona some light in it. O khona go itšea gabotse because I honestly believe lenyalo go sena morena ka gare a ke tsebile ba bangwe bereka jwang mara ke le bone lenyalo le nyaka modimo and mainly because God is love. Modimo ke lerato.
Yes.
And it's all you need in every relationship that you're carrying through. If you find yourself in this kind of situation ilebelele ka matlo a mantši.
Yes.
O ka ilebella ka litho la David o ka lebella ka litho la ka o ka lebella also ka litho la morena. Remember here what works for me might not work for you.
Yes.
And what works for you might not work for me. But always be mindful, be open-minded to learn.
Yes.
Be open-minded to learn. Ra itswalela David ke rile ke go through your TikTok ke bona postile ntongwe ya 900 mo ya bodimo ke nyaka mpotse ka yona because o bolela ka manyalo right now I want to attend such thing.
Okay. Yes.
Because and Lelena you going to attend nna Lelena re tlo kopana ku o tlo itlhalosa re ke eng le nna ke itse ke bone ke scrolla ya ka moka re tlo attend because you must be intentional about building your home.
Exactly.
It's an everyday job. As part time.
No ways.
Ke mmereko wa ka mitla. The same way we am mmereko ngo chaba mago, that's how much you must be afraid of your marriage and o invest in it and o invest ka gona. It's when we attend such things. Mpotse ka yona papa, what is that?
Yeah, I think in context of what we're saying, we are creating an adventure.
Yeah.
So on the 1st of November, we are having picnic with David Michael. This will be our first in-person event.
Yeah.
The David Michael community. So it's 900 per person. That 900 cover your picnic basket, cover your lunch, as well as the activities that are going to be done there. The main focus there is time apart. So there are going to be couples who are married and those who are not married. Yes. And then so the whole idea is that we're going to take time apart, as couples, and then we're going to share on ideas. We are going to now there will be some team building exercises, and the reason why now that whole cost we are not making profit out of it. The entire cost specifically to the tour. Okay, this is what we are paying per person. So we want everyone to be there so that we can get refresh, revive, and fan the spark.
In marriage,
yes. So we're gonna take time about it's just here. Swartkop Lapa. R55 and Swartkop Lapa is there, and we're gonna. I can't wait because there've been a lot of people that we've been talking, and then some of the things I'm like, these are the topics. Amongst other things, we're gonna be talking about the wrong way of being intimate.
Yeah,
it's one of the topics that I've been I pick up or there's a wrong way. So amongst other things is that, and then the in-laws, the loving in-laws. We are exposed to in-laws from hell, but now
I need that.
Yeah,
because soon I'll be an in-law.
Okay, the loving in-laws.
Yeah.
And I think there are 4 major topics that we're going to talk about. Yeah, the wrong way of being intimate, and the in-laws, the loving in-laws. Those are the things that we're going to be addressing on the day.
Sure, I cannot wait, guys. We will get the poster and we will put it on screen. Please screenshot her. Save it. Now you'll find me there. If you want to see me and meet me in person once again after event Yaga, this is the event I'm attending. You will find me there. Let's do well for our marriage.
Yes.
Let's do the adventure. Stability kam garnaso for sure. Re na le sona stability. Monna wa apelwa, monna wa tlhatswetswa, mosadi o diwa eng nana ke stability se we re na le tsona. Then how do you take in the adventures? Ilo wa raloka le monna gago. Ilo wa raloka le mosadi la kitimishana. Mokoko my black mamba have you done that? David Originako.
Yes.
Arieng Rodia Black Mampatile Mma Letsoalo. Bring yours and then let's have fun. I cannot wait, David. Thank you so much. Guys, this will be the end of our episode. I hope 1 or 2 things you got and you wrote them down. And information is useless if it's not put into place.
Yes.
From one page to the last page. If you don't put in the work or the things that you read out of that book, it's as good as useless. So don't just look at this episode. Let it work for you. Try 1 or 2 things. And I really hope that you did find what you're looking for. And I really hope what David said will also bring in a certain light into your marriage, because we both share the same sentiment. Yes. We believe in marriage, we believe in love, and we believe everything starts in the family. Economy ya sirele re ka investigator re ka do check the marriage there's a work that needs to be done in family.
Yes.
So do well by your children, do well by my children, because your children are going to meet my children, but we're a family. So yeah. Let me see you on the next coming episode. On the coming episode, Love and Light. Show it some love. Like, comment, share it with other people. When you learn, teach others.
Yes.
Knowledge and information is all that matters. They can do small in our life. More than that, we need information. So do share. Love and light.
Bye.